on the Rachel. I was like, oh, so good. He skate just like you. They're good. So here they go, and I'm going, okay, so which one of yous are the evil twins?
I guess like Tim and girls, and there were a bunch of bitches for each other. Man, they were just chirping the whole game, our girls, calling them bitches and effing bitches on the ice. And I said, well, they got in your head in the second period. You had this thing was over, and you let them all the way back to 5-4. So they were chirping you, and it got inside your head.
That's where Mississauga has been known to do that too. And they chirped to the refs too.
Oh yeah?
Well, is
that can be cured in a hurry though, by the refs?
Well, the ref. And this was when they were when the play played for London the one year. So they're going. We had to supply the timekeepers and that. One person from Mississauga didn't like the call. And they go, "Hey, ref, that fucking call sucked." They're saying that to the ref. And the ref goes, "Give me one last chance to."
Really?
Yeah, I just give a phone with my call. And she goes, yeah, that fucking call sucked. She goes, give me one last chance. Do you have a problem with my call? No.
That's one rule in hockey. You don't drop the F-bomb for a ref. I had one minor hockey penalty ever off the bench, and I am always working the refs over, but never use the F-bomb. Any ref, if it's any good, if a kid says F to them or a coach, you're either kicked out of the game or you're going to the box for 10 minutes. One or the other. That's what I tell my guys. You can get away a lot, but don't drop an F-bomb. That's just a guarantee.
That was a nice pirouette or something skate by me.
Ooh, there's a trip. Yep. Good call.
I think it was actually a trip on 4-8.
Oh, did it cause that?
There was a stick there at the line, and I can't be sure, but it should have been a whistle if it was, and either that or they missed it.
Ooh,
No, they did a reset on that clock reset with the shot. It should never have gone. Ajax got the ring anyway to kill the play, but that one reset to 30. So now we got a reset and then that was over and on. So they both didn't reset.
That's when they're wireless, that's a problem. One thing in Lambton Shores, the shot clock's hardwired to the, and so you don't have that problem.
Yeah, those wireless, they must be sometimes don't get the message both.
Yeah.
Because Sudbury have that same problem. I've
had that problem in Bedford.
So have I. And I learned after I push it, I look at both and make sure they reset, but they don't always. And here you are. I had it one time in the game last year. Girl, and their team was on a breakaway, and the freaking shot clock went off, and one still had 20 seconds on it or something. Oh, of course, they were working me over, and I said, look at the shot clock. One says 20. I don't know. Yeah. So then after that, I learned. I watched it every time.
Yeah, and that's what I found is just made it over that line there.
But then she stuck the stick in anyway and tried to pick it back.
Flipped it off their player. I'd have been on the blue line, and they did that. It would have been valid. No, but
they can bring it back.
No, but if it was on the blue line and they flipped it, hit our player, picked it up again, it would have been good.
Tic-tac-toe, yeah.
Go get it, go get it, go get it! Gotta be waiting. I think she kept it in, but even if you don't, just...
Yeah, you gotta take the chance, right?
Play as if it did.
Jesus, scrambles there. Right in that. Get it. Oh, there's the rebound.
And the goalie's moving like that. The second shot. I missed it, girl.
Watch the one on this side. What are you doing? Nice save.
Go.
Hit her.
Nice.
Oh, nice save.
Nice.
Nice save.
Ajax stayed with her all the way too.
She's getting tired of those great goalies. 10 minutes later, it's still a two-side.
What's that?
10 minutes later, she still calls it a two-side. Another one went off and then he took it.
Get worked over pretty good.
On third. It's a good little boy. She's one of the best goalies a couple of years ago.
Is that your Chatham grab?
Yeah. And then she didn't have a team in front of her. That was the problem.
That's like in the Bells, the Richmond Hill team too. That's the girl played the first night. They beat them 2-0. Brittany said, "Oh my God." She stood her head. We should have smoked them like 6 or 7 to nothing. Couldn't. She's the whole team.
Well, and I remember that from 2 years ago when we played them. All of a sudden, that Richmond, all the players in their end were firing. All of a sudden, that goalie's arms coming out of nowhere and knocking things down.
That's what Brittany said. There's more than once we had a shot and was going right in, and all of a sudden her arm, glove, stick came out of nowhere. Through a screen, you know. Oh, nice shot there. Big shot. Good back there, girl. Stay on her. Nice job.
Good job. Get that check.
No kidding. That's hard work. Don't start blowing the whistle like that. Holy cow. Everything's moving. Everybody's moving it. And they give it back to the team who had possession. I guess they had that, you probably heard last weekend that they forced that issue with the whole St. Mary's Bell team. They held their meeting and they're not going to do shit about it so far.
Yeah, I know.
It sounds like it's a dead issue the way Michael Kessel was telling. They got some email from somebody saying that,
and that's fine.
You know,
but what
The president.
well, but want to reiterate. I want to have them confirm that West Lakeland was not involved in the process.
Oh, yeah,
No.
damn right he was.
Absolutely he was, but he cannot be because that's being biased or has a direct conflict of interest for the team. So he cannot be involved. Same as Huffington.
Yeah, you don't think they were?
Either. Well, exactly, and that's where all of a sudden it should go to an independent panel for peer review of that decision.
See, I guess the story that has been floating around, I don't know if that's true. Supposedly he got permission to hold his tournament after the cutoff date.
That does not matter.
Well, that's the story floating around.
That was the cutoff weekend and nobody came.
I know, but
His tournament.
yeah, but his tournament was already too late already. Yeah, it was. It was a weekend too late. I didn't know that till last week, so they said that tournament.
That was the weekend cutoff.
Not what everybody was saying. Mike and Kessel and Janine looked into it, and it was actually, I don't know if it was a day late or a week late, but it was too late. That's the story. I don't know, Al. That's just what they were saying. I hadn't heard that till last weekend.
I was sure it was on this sheet that was the cutoff date.
And that's what he got permission for.
Because the cutoff date was the first weekend in December, which is December 1st and 2nd.
Somebody said it was too late.
Yeah, but first weekend in December is 1st and 2nd. That's what the ORA rules is. The first weekend in December, which is December
It said
1st.
December 9th on the ORA site.
No, first weekend in December. First weekend in December. The rules say that. First weekend in December. Positive, I read it 4 times. The first weekend.
I don't know. This is what people were
That's
saying.
not what the sheet. The other, the sheet of tournaments available. This is the last. This is the.
But the ORA rule says the first
It was
weekend
the
in
ORA
December.
site though. So one page doesn't agree with the other page says.
But the
Calendar doesn't agree with the
but
writing.
the ORA policies
I see.
has to dictate. I don't know about the schedule.
Oh, now I'm starting to hear the loophole he sneaked through then.
Well,
If there was a conflict between the two, even though he didn't even play in that tournament because it was canceled.
Notwithstanding that, because he had plenty of opportunity to make other tournaments.
I know. Because the other St. Mary's team did it.
Yeah, everybody else in Ontario did.
I know. But this is what Janine and Mike McCass were saying. Supposedly he got permission because of that date. So that is why they're letting him off the boat. That's the story they're giving.
Okay, where was
At
it
this-
announced? Where was it announced? In any minutes or anything
Hey,
like
there'd
that?
be no minutes on the record.
Then Paul.
I know, I
Yeah,
agree
you know,
with
you know the same
I
thing.
agree with you.
I
It's bullshit.
okay, even if he got permission, whatever, he didn't still meet the requirement.
No, I know.
So that's
I know.
It doesn't matter that nobody attended it. You did not complete a tournament. Because you could say I went into the Timbuktu tournament,
Yeah.
but they didn't have an A division.
Yeah, I know.
So where do you want to go with this?
Nice job, Mia. Move it out now. Move it out. Now, as I got to say last weekend, I have a lot more respect for the real strict rules that hockey uses.
Well,
And you don't bend those rules generally, what I see in hockey.
this was pretty strict until we bent them.
well,
But it's every year, Al, you hear the same shit. Brenda's been involved being the president for a few years, and she says, they make up these rules and they change them the next day. Or they don't make anybody abide by them.
well, or certain people are select that it doesn't apply to.
I just say, don't have any rules then. I really thought this time when there was other associations raising a stink about this besides Moores, that they might do something about it, because I guess Richmond Hill was all over it and a couple other ones. When Janine sent that email around about the situation,
Well, Richmond Hill's on the Ajax on the bubble right now too. And I was just talking to one of the parents.
well,
after
I guess last weekend Janine was talking to Richmond Hill's coach, and I guess I don't know when this was, a couple of years ago they had two teams, and the rule was if you have two teams, one has to be double A. It has to be. And that's another rule. So when Richmond Hill heard what Peter was doing with 2 A teams, they just, he went right off. He goes, oh, I'm supporting this. This is going to RA, blah, blah. He was all over.
About 3 years ago, they tried having 2 junior A teams, and they checked up all the rules, and they formed them, and made the major minors first and second year.
Oh, is that how they got around?
No. Come September, they said that won't qualify, and they forced the older ones into Double A, and they were over their
And
heads.
this was in Richmond Hill?
No, St. Mary's.
Oh, no.
2 years ago. Well,
3 years. 3 years ago.
Okay.
When we played over there.
Okay, because last year they did the same thing.
Yeah.
And they made the two
And they made
teams.
one go double A, though, didn't
No, they did not. Oh, it was still the two ones that
Because they
went
had a
through.
Double A team already.
Oh, I see.
Last year?
Double A and 2A.
I don't. London had the double A team.
St. Mary's had a Double A team.
No, last year St. Mary's didn't. London had the double A team.
They had a Double A team.
No, they didn't, because Peter Westlake was pissed off, or was that the Bells? Or just
I don't know.
because last year it was the Bells that they were bitching, because they didn't have that player. So maybe they did have the double A.
London didn't have a Double A last year in Bell.
Oh, okay,
I-
sorry, Bell. Okay, I was talking juniors.
I thought St.
Yeah,
Mary's was forced to have a Bell team as a double A last year. Was that not right?
Not forced. They had one Double A and 2A. And 2A. That's where the 2A's came from this year. They were allowed
But
to
isn't the
do.
rule say if you have two teams, you have to have a double A?
I thought so.
Yeah, that's what Brenda was talking about here last
So
week.
then they got around it. St. Mary's got around it. The A teams, one tried out for this team. So one set of girls tried out for this team, and there was no crossover. If you go back through, there was no crossover. Who tried out for what? So it was like they were in two different towns.
Yeah, but they weren't in two different towns.
I know. But that's the way they treated it.
But they don't have the minimum requirements for their players for A.
Well, that's
minimum
another
home
rule.
count.
But
Again, depends who it applies to, right?
this Bell team now, that's the better one that Westlake is involved with. They hardly have any St. Mary's girls in that team.
Well, that's I thought you were talking about the U16s last year, because that's where London had the A's. That's what I thought you were talking about. I don't know about the Bells last year.
No, they don't follow any of the rules.
Well,
They break many rules.
They do what's convenient for them.
And I'm all for you got to have some flexibility because Ringette has number issues someplace. But when one team constantly keeps breaking all the rules, you kind of go like that.
Okay, and I'm just going to point to the formation of the two U16A teams. None of them travel to other associations to try out.
No.
Like this.
Well, you look. Well, they're not here this weekend, but both those Bell St. Mary's teams, the bench is full from one end to the other. Right, completely full. And then you got like Arts Center, a lot of times you have 10 skaters out to the Bell.
If you're lucky.
You know what I mean? Like,
Bigger made an extra little circle around it.
like I said, but all we can do is go and beat them in Ottawa. that's the best way to do it.
Well, I think I was talking to Jeanette last night. Is first you have to copy them and ask them to confirm that. Get confirmation about who was all involved in the process and everything. Reiterate the process and who developed this criteria, which happened to be the same person that broke it. Copy Ringette Canada, copy Sports Canada, and then maybe start copying the media and let them, if they want to get involved, showing how it appears that certain directors get preferential treatment. And if the media wants to fly with it, let them. But I'm saying, like on the news or whatever, they get a slow day. They can all of a sudden just start talking about. In this new sport,
they hit that with their head.
in this new sport of Ringette, there appears to be corruption within the provincial association.
I thought he had it.
She got it on the target this
Yeah.
time.
Beat everybody but the crossbar. Yeah, nice goal, girl. Nice.
Get a shot of the score. I think we made up a little bit of time.
Yeah. Not a lot, but
I think we made up about 5 minutes or so.
I would say so. What the hell was that?
She did it a lot yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try not to get the pedaling.
Well, you're just drawing attention to yourself.
Yeah, I know.
They're either going to call it or they're not.
Oh,
Oh, Marty!
you had it.
I know. I would say you're dragging attention to yourself.
Oh,
These girls are skating with a purpose right now.
they wanted the spread. They wanted the last point for the spread.